Today we are cooking a cornmeal together from scratch. Let's start by washing our beans. We're gonna wash it thoroughly because these are extremely dirty. And after we're done wash it, we're gonna add water to it and we're gonna let it boil. We're gonna let it boil for about 30 to 45 minutes until it cooks real soft. Similar to when we will cook it to make sauce pois, or what we call in English beef puree. Now that our beans is cooked, we're gonna start the process. What we're doing here, we're adding this thing called enduit, which is meat fat. We're gonna let it fry until it's golden. And while it's cooking, after it's been cooking, we're gonna add season, salt, pepper, paprika, whatever season you use. Big piece, we're gonna add that. And after that, we're gonna add our beans to the pot, and we're gonna let it fry a little bit, and then we're gonna mash it, and that way, so when we add the beans water in the pot, so it could look a little bit thick. Okay, you don't want it to look like just water and beans floating in the water. I almost forgot to mention, after we mash the beans, we're gonna add some coconut milk in there just for taste and purposes, and it's also used like kind of a form of oil, so the beans is not kind of burnt at the bottom, but you're gonna see how it turns out. You see how when you add the coconut milk, different now. That's what we're gonna do. After you add the water, you're gonna cover up the pot until the water starts boiled again, and then that's when you're gonna add the cornmeal in there. Keep in mind, there's different ways that you can cook cornmeal. You can cook it where it look like soup, which is what I'm doing now because I add a lot more water. I do not like when my cornmeal is super thick. So I do add extra water in there, and then also you cook it very soft. Once you add the corn in there, don't forget to stir it, because if you don't stir it, it's gonna have some part of it that's kind of hard and some part of it is not hard, and then you don't want it to be stuck at the bottom of the pot because it will burn. And don't forget to turn the stove down, like turn it down to the middle. Or if you have a flat top like mine, usually I turn it down to 3 or 4, and that way so it doesn't burn. But look, after I add the water and I stir it, I cover it, I'm gonna let it boil so it could get its thickness. Okay, don't forget to add your bouillon cubes, MAYY, and salt, all that stuff, butter, so you really don't forget to keep stirring. Remember, I have mashed the beans. Now look at how thick it looks, right? This is what we mashed the beans, but you don't have to. Remember, this is my way of making it. That's how I like it. That's how my family like it. Every time I cook it, you just let it simmer, and then it's done.